I swear, conquering one habit is like a chain reaction that leads to conquering all the habits in your life, pretty much, or whatever. All the ones that seem to be problems for you. It gives you so much strength and encouragement to keep pushing yourself. It seems like, at least for me, conquering nicotine was like the hardest habit that I have ever had to conquer. It was like every time I quit something, I would just supplement it with something else. I'd quit cigarettes and then started vaping, and then vaping drove me crazy, so I tried those nicotine pouches, flavored ones, and those tore up my stomach, of course. So then I think I went back to vaping again for a short period of time, and then finally just decided that it was all pointless. Like, I kept vaping or using nicotine products to deal with stress, and then I realized that it never really did anything for me. It never really took away the stress. Like, life's stresses were always still right there. So it's like, you just start to think about it, and it becomes, it's like so obvious that habits are like not solutions to the things that are bothering us, essentially. It's more of like taking the time to realize that they're not doing anything for us. They're not benefiting us. They're not helping us. And if anything, they're really deteriorating our health and making us sicker and weaker and mentally weaker, considering that we use them as a crutch to deal with, the stresses of life. And those stresses, at least from my perspective, my gosh, are something that doesn't seem like it's just going to go away magically or whatever. It seems like life is definitely a mental game. That's all it is. The whole thing is just a mental game. And something I struggle with even is just balancing what is successful. You have all these like commercials and podcast people and stuff talking about success and being more successful and starting your own businesses and stuff like that. Well, the key to that, and at least in my opinion, is, shouldn't we be starting businesses that benefit us but also don't harm the planet at the same time? If we're just gonna contribute to the mess, are we really creating a benefit at all? Or are we just selling ourselves out to join the crowd to feel this, I guess, false sense of accomplishment or false sense of security or, success? Oh, it's hot. I feel like, at least for me, anything that I do, I would like it to be a benefit to myself, the people around me, and the world that we live in. Like the environment, the animals, the planet, nature. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and talk about habits. And you may feel like you have a lot of them, like even I felt like that, but it was like once I decided to start with the easiest one to get rid of, then I moved on to the next one and the next one until I guess the only one that I consider still a habit is the coffee. But I'm looking forward to healing my throat from all that vaping and years of smoking, Like you can hear, I'm still trying to clear my throat constantly. I can't stand that. I don't understand. It's been some time since I've vaped or done anything, and I'm still dealing with like the repercussions of it. Still getting that guck out of my chest, or better said, out of my lungs. You know, when you're young, you don't think about that stuff because it doesn't affect you the same. And then you get older and things change, and you start thinking about, you know, your life and what you want to do with your life, and health definitely becomes a key factor in all of that. So these past 2 years, I've just completely gone all in on my health and focused solely pretty much on my health, which isn't always fun, and sometimes it can be pretty boring. Oh my gosh, with you know, picking diets that benefit you and don't add to problems and stuff like that, you know, especially when it comes to like cutting back on sugars and dairy stuff, where you can really make some changes. It can be kind of hard. Like I try to limit some of that stuff. Sometimes I'm good about it, sometimes I'm not. But the habits definitely had to go, because the habits, no matter how good you do on your diet, if you're smoking and constantly drinking and stuff like that, you're just literally wiping all that good right off the map. Like it's not even going to have an effect, because the habits outweigh the good. In my experience, I came to realize that, like, my whole life I've had a good diet, ate healthy, and my habits literally just overpowered any good that I would do, like through nutrition and working out, to the point now where it's like I'm looking forward to getting my energy levels back. I mean, that is huge for me. I'm sick of 12 o'clock rolling around and all of a sudden I'm yawning. I'm like, I don't understand that. Well, that's like a new thing for me that just started recently. Every freaking day, it's like noon hits, I literally know when it's 12, because all of a sudden I start yawning and it'll be like 11:37 or something, like it was today. And I just like, it feels like a bummer after all the hard work I've put in with the, you know, quitting the habits and like maintaining a good diet. And by diet, I mean like nutrition, food, stuff like that, supplementing. Because it's really hard in today's world to get all your nutrition solely from food. And I eat good food, at least as much as possible. And even then, you know, supplementation is super important, at least for me, to fill in the gaps. Because you can only eat so much in a day, and there's only so many nutrients and vitamins that you're going to get from the food sources that you're eating. So it's definitely a good route to go if you're interested. And I suggest, if you are interested, you look for quality supplements that are made from natural sources, food sources, not chemicals engineered in a freaking laboratory, because those are all over the grocery store shelves. It'll say vitamin this, vitamin that, and then you'll read the back and it's a fucking chemical. Well, other than that, I'm wishing everyone well out there. Good luck on your healing journeys and your, you know, quitting your habit journeys. Have a great day.